So, you've never fished before and you want to learn. There's a few ways that you can do it. You can go rod and reel, you can use a pole, or I'd recommend that you use a whip to begin with. Now, what is a whip? Where can I get one from? What do I need? And how do I set it up? Well, this is First Time Fishing. Let's do this. Roll the titles. Hi, welcome to First Time Fishing with me, Big Bird. First of all, thank you so much, all you subscribers, all you people making your comments, liking the videos. I'm speechless. I'm so overwhelmed. Please, if you are enjoying the videos, just hit that subscribe button, because as I see the little numbers going up, it's just giving me even more drive to get some more videos up for you guys. Now, I apologise. It's been a bit of a while since I've done a video. I'm currently sleeping in dust. We're having our bedroom decorated, so we're having to prepare it all until somebody can come in and lock down and get it all sorted. So I've been stripping paper that's on the ceiling, and it's like, honestly, plaster everywhere. It's all over the bed. I'm waking up in the middle of the night. Oh, it's just an absolute nightmare. So I apologise that it's taken so long to get another video up, but this one, it's not really for the anglers as such. It's for the newbies. Now, this is First Time Fishing. We do like to mix it up, and we do like to do a few reviews here. We do like to try and enhance your fishing over here as well. We also like to contribute to sort of different ways of match fishing, etc. But what I haven't covered is, how do you start fishing? Now, a lot of the experienced anglers that are probably watching this will agree with me when they say it's probably best to start with a whip. A whip is like a mini pole. It's elasticated, helps keep hold of the fish once you've hooked them. But it's quite simple, because you set up a rig, which is simply a hook, a line with some weights on, which we call shots, and then we've got a float, and that all attaches to the whip. It's the easiest way, I think, to learn to get into fishing. And first of all, let's not really focus on catching the big stuff. Let's just concentrate on catching fish. So I've got a whip, and I'm going to talk you through exactly how that whip goes together, how it's elasticated, how we actually create a rig and put it onto a winder so that you can go down to your local canal, a local river. You can even go to a local fisheries and you can fish. In the Angling Times, if that's something of interest to you, occasionally they do free one-day fishing license. And they also do take a friend, which, I'd encourage everybody to do. Fishing's not just there for enjoyment, it's there for our mental health as well, and it does help. So I'm going to take you through how to set up your whip in the form of elastication, using a bung and using a connector on the end of your whip, and how to do your rig. Now, I've done a couple of videos before on how to tie hooks, a banded hook, and I've also done a video on how to use the loop tire. Which is invaluable. So integrating those two videos into this one is going to mean that you can go down to your local tackle shop, you can buy a whip, you can buy all the tackle that you need to set the whip up, and you could do it yourself. But every single tackle shop, if you walk into the tackle shop and say, I'm a first time fisherman, I want to get into fishing, they will snap your arm off at trying to help you for as cheaply as possible, set you up to go fishing. My local tackle shop is WH Lane & Son, which is in Coventry. You've got Tom, Dave, Fee, Wayno, you've got Gary, you've got Grant. They're all in there, and any one of them you can go to and they will set you up. The good thing about this is I've spoken to them and they're able to set you up. If you're first time fishing and you want to try fishing for the first time, they will set you up for £25, including bait. They'll be able to sort you a whip. They'll be able to sort you elastication. They'll be able to sort you some hooks, some floats, and some bait. They will make it all up for you. So you don't even need to do all of this sort of stuff for £25. And it's yours to keep. You can go whenever you want. If you like doing things yourself and you want to go out or you want to go online, and it's a little bit difficult at the minute with the pandemic, if you want to go online, you want to buy your own stuff, that's fine. I've created this video, so it's a bit of a step-by-step, so you can set your own whip up and literally you can go out to the bank and you can start fishing. So without further ado, let's go over to the station. So this is a whip. It's a bit like a small pole. Has some elastic in the end to help cushion play of the fish. This is a connector, which you'll see we're going to attach our rig to a little bit later. You can see the elastic coming out there. But you simply close the clip just by lifting the little plastic notch up and then bringing it down. To connect this to the elastic, you simply pull off the bottom clip and literally just tie a knot around the hole of the connector. And then that slides back on just like so. So that's the first thing you want to do once you've got your pole. There will be an end piece that you just need to pop in. Your tackle shop will be able to provide you with that, no problem whatsoever, just so it's easily slidable. This is a Storer bung kit. You will need one of these. This yellow section here goes in the end of your pole, and it also comes with this wire stem to pull the bung out. Now, you need to tie the other end of your elastic around this bung once it's been fed through your whip, like so. And that is how it's supposed to look. So, and then what we need to do is we need to set the tension of the elastic. So, what you simply have to do is feed your elastic around the end of the bung, and just repeat a few times until you've got a relatively firm strength of elastication that's going to be going through the whole top section of your whip. So once you've put those round, it will be then time to pop the bung into the end of the whip. You can see that this is where the bung is going to sit inside the whip. So you can release that into the bottom, just like so. And as I say, this is the wire tool for if you need to get your bung out. It's got a little little hook on the end. You can place it down the inside of the whip and pull the bung out, just like once you've fished it out, just like so. There we go. So that is the bung in the end of the whip, and that will give you a firm elastication on the end. Now, that is your whip elasticated and fully done. Now we need to set up the rig. So we need some line, we need a hook length, which you can buy pre-tied, some size 8 shots, which are little weights, a float, some little silicone float tags, and a hook tire. So I'm just going to use some 7-pound line here, just so it's easily visible through the video. Unwind approximately, I would recommend around about 10 foot of line and snip it off. So you need about 10-12 foot. Be generous. Then what we're going to do is we're going to get our little silicone tube in. We're going to get 3 parts, 1 long and 2 short. They come in packets, they can get from the tackle shop. And place your bigger one on the end first. And then we're going to feed the other 2 down, like so, just after each other. And this is what is going to hold our pole in situ and enable us to slide it up and down the line. So this is what we're using, a 4x14 float. Okay, as you can see, there's a little like a little eye just through there, and we're going to feed the same end that we've just fed onto the silicone through that eye of the float, just like so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the first piece of silicone that we come along, which will be a short piece, and we're going to slide it up the float, just like so. Pull the line tight, just so that you get rid of the slack. And then we're going to do the same with the second piece of silicone. So here's the second piece going on, and we want to put that around about the middle of the float stem. And then the final piece, which is you'll find is a longer piece, is going to sit just on the bottom, and like I say, that will hold the float nicely in place on your line, and it will not move unless you move it. So What we need to do at the one end, at the top end, where our high visibility float part is, we're going to actually tie a loop, hold it with our thumb and middle finger, and then we're going to place our index finger there, just like so. And we're going to get our hook tie, and we're going to tie a hook just like in the previous videos that I've done. We're going to go round once, round twice, and then we're going to go straight through the loop with the sharp piece and pull tight. And then once that's pulled tight, we're then going to pull upwards, feel the resistance, and that has tied our loop. That is what we will attach to the end of the whip where the connector is, towards the end. Snip off the edge, make it look tidy, and the loop looks like so. Okay, so that's what the distance that we've got to our float. It's been held in with silicone positions, and now what we need to do is we need to move all the way down the line to the other side, and we need to tie another loop. So middle finger and thumb again, hold it with your index, round twice, and then through the hole with the sharp bit, pull tight, and then we need to feel the resistance and pull up, and there is our other loop at the other end of our rig. And then once again, we just need to tidy that one up, little snip. And then we come to shots. Now shots, these are split pieces of little pieces of metal. It's basically just a weight, because we've got a 4x14 float. As you can see here, number 8 shot shows it's 0.06 grams just there. So those are the shot weights, and then the pole float conversion chart shows us that a 414 is a 0.4 of a gram, which is 6 number 8 shots. So I've got 4 there, just get another 2 out, pop those away. And then what we're going to do, how will we put them on, is we're putting them on the other end to our float, and then you take one of the shots and they will be split, and you need to put the line between the split just like so. And then to close them, you can either use some pliers, or what I tend to do is I just use my teeth, and I just give it a little bite down, and that's closed fully around the line. As you can see, it's going nowhere. You can slide it up and down, but it's not going to fall off. So apply the second one to the line and bite down so. And we've got 2, then 3 and 4, 5, and as you know, 4x14 says we needed 6, and there is the 6. Now that is going to ensure that our float sits nicely in the water, and only the high visibility part of the float is sticking out. And obviously when that goes down, that's when we need to strike. Now attaching a hook length, what we need to do is we need to place the line of the rig through the loop of the hook, and then place the hook through the loop of the rig as well, and pull tight, and it forms a lovely little knot just like that, and it stays nice and straight, and that is the hook length attached. And that's finished the rig. So if we're to go through the rig now, we can get the end loop, and as you can see with our tag, we simply just slot it into that section of the connector and slide the plastic tag up, and then that rig is going nowhere. And as you can see, we've also got some good elastication there for when the fish takes the bait. So if we work down our rig, we've got our float with our pole silicone on, and as we move all the way down to the other end, you can see the shots, and we've got 6 number 8 shots along there onto our hook length, which does have a bait band on to attach a pellet to, but if you wanted to fish maggots or you wanted to fish corn, you can literally just cut it off with some scissors, and then you place the maggots on like so. Okay, so that's how to set up all of your equipment for a whip. There is one more thing that you'll need to do when you get to the bank, and that is plumbing the depth and making sure that your hook is just sitting on the bottom of the deck, bottom of the river, bottom of the lake, whatever. So I'm going to do an alternative video for that about how to plumb the depth. It's quite simple. You use a weight, you feel for the bottom, you adjust your float. It's simple. But I'll get that uploaded as soon as I possibly can. But that is how to set up your whip. And you could be fishing and you'll be catching little roach, F1s, you'll be catching perch, anything that you want to catch really, but you know, from your lakes, from your rivers, from your commercials. So let me know how you get on. If you're somebody who's, you know, going to try fishing for the first time and you've decided to do it the way of the whip, let me know in the comments box how you get on. It'd be really interesting to see how, you know, whether you all enjoy it. And you know, I go back to my first time, and you know, it still makes me smile now when I used to go with my dad. You know, starting with a little whip. You know, it's where the bug starts if you are going to get the bug, and I'm sure a lot of other anglers will say the same. But that's a fantastic opportunity as well. If any of you are local to the Coventry, you know, Warwickshire area, WH Lane and Son, if you go nip into the shop and see any one of them, you know, they're going to be able to set you up for £25. And you know, they'll elasticate it for you. They'll even put a hook on. They'll set everything up for you, so literally you can just go. And they're even throwing some bait for you, some maggots. And the maggots, they've got to be the best in the country, I'm telling you, honestly. Lane's Baits, Google it. I hope you found it informative, and I hope you found it useful. Like I say, it's not really for the experienced angler, but you know, this is first time fishing, and I'm sure the experienced anglers will support me in saying, let's try and get more people out on the bank and fishing. Not just because we enjoy it and we want people to have that sort of experience, but because I think at the moment, in the current pandemic that we're in, I think it's going to be really, really good for our headspace. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so appreciative of the feedback and everything, and you know, and the likes and the support and the subscribers. Please subscribe if you really want to see some more of my videos. It's keeping me going, and I'm so pleased that I'm able to help so many people out there with their fishing, you know, try and improve things, and get people out on the bank, you know, doing the things that I enjoy. You know, I'm really enjoying doing these videos for you all. So thank you so much for the support. Anyway, that's all from me, Big Bird, on First Time Fishing. We'll be back with another video soon, but thank you for watching.